If you're watching this video, you're doing so for one of two reasons. One, you're either very curious to see what reasons I can come up with for wanting to coach the Browns and laugh off my ridiculous attempts, or two, you're actually interested in hiring me to coach the Browns. So if you're in that second group, this video is for you. If you're in that first group, maybe I can sway you to get on my side and we can help convince that second group to watch this video. 6 years ago, I made a video imploring Mr. Dorsey to hire me to coach the Browns, and now I am back once again because the Browns head coaching job is vacant. So let me plead my case. Let me tell you how I've grown in the last 6 years. Let me tell you what you have looked forward to and why I should be the new Browns head coach. I'm no Hugh Jackson. I'm no Freddie Kitchens. I'm a Giants fan. Wearing Giants blue, baby. Proud fan of the New York Giants because, frankly, you don't want a Browns fan being the Browns head coach because, if we're being honest, Browns fans are fucking morons. What person would decide to become a fan of such a tortured franchise? Just yearning for success and hoping that one day they can taste an inkling of what a Giants fan, a Steelers fan, a Patriots fan, a Ravens fan, a Niners fan, a Seahawks fan, a Panthers fan, and even playoff teams, any playoff teams. They just want to sniff the playoffs, and they haven't been in the playoffs for so long. They want to sniff that hardware, but they have never been to a Super Bowl. You don't want a Browns fan. You don't want a fucking moron leading your franchise. You want somebody detached emotionally like myself. I'm a Giants fan. I'm not going to make the emotional Browns fans move. I'm not going to franchise tag some, linebacker that's just going to end up hurting himself year after year. I am not going to ship the whole team off for a talent that I think can help the team. We got to have a mesh group, a melding of the locker room. And we're not going to have that if you have a Browns fan in charge. You're going to have a clown who's going to be juggling on the sidelines and every now and then going to try to throw pies at fans. And that's what you're going to have. Do you want that? You're going to lose money that way. You're going to have to pay to have those fans cleaned up. You don't want that. I am not nearly as much of an avid Madden player as I used to, but I took a lot of my old coaching strategies from Madden, and I think I've kind of put those into the other aspects of my life. And let me give you a few examples of how I was able to do that and what those will mean for my coaching style. First of all, I have always tried to implement and abuse every glitch that I possibly could. You remember that? I think it was Madden 13. You had the single back with the two wide receivers, and you had a certain play, and you had them both go routes and off the line. They would never get bumped. You would either have one tight end or one of the receivers. They'd be open as soon as they got off the line. Easy 7 yards every time. I look for shortcuts everywhere. Everywhere. You have an Odell Beckham Jr. problem? Just send him to Siberia by mistake, and then he'll wise up quick. He won't be posting no boat selfies if he's a foot and a half deep in snow, running away from whatever animal's native to Siberia. I don't know, a wolf, possibly? Ever heard of the Siberian Husky? Huh, you morons? You haven't. Because you're hiring flat personalities and dumbasses as your head coach. Having problems just finishing off games. Maybe your defense is faltering at the end of the game. There's a cheat code for that too. It's called rollerblades in the shoes. You might know them as Heelys. We're gonna hook our defensive players up with Heelys late in the game. They'll be zipping around that field so quick. They won't show up on a drug test. There's no way if you give blood, that blood test will come back positive for Heelys. Pretty much invincible because, let's be honest, no one's watching Browns games anyways. So they'll be like, wow, Barkevious Mingo, he used to be a linebacker on the team. I don't know too many that do. Jamie Collins, is he still on the team? I don't know. He's on the Patriots now. Fuck, I don't know. But Barkevious Mingo is flying around. He runs a 3.140. How? He's a superhuman. No one's going to even notice he's got Heelys because 8 people watch the Browns in the first place. We utilize that for enough time, win some games, then once we start getting some national attention, we knock that shit off. We're not trying to get fined or keep out of the playoffs. We're trying to utilize creative ways that are against what the system intended for our mutual benefit. Because look, I can drone on and on about all the plans that I have to coach the Browns, but I don't want to give away all my strategies. I don't want to tell everybody who's watching this video what I have in store. Get me in the interview room and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about how we're going to bring all these fans to Cleveland by promising them things we cannot deliver, like a winning football team, like you've been doing for the last fucking 2 decades. That's a joke. We'll get them in. We'll get them in there. We'll probably put a fucking dog park in there somehow. It's called the Dog Pound. Let's get a dog park, indoor dog park. Because you don't want to have a dog outside in Cleveland in November. That's no good. Let's talk about the dog park a little more. I know as a coach of the team, I won't have access to authorize a dog park, but maybe, just maybe, some of those dogs, maybe, could throw on the practice squad. All right, let's see a 91-pound golden retriever outside linebacker. All right, I know you've seen Air Bud. That movie's fiction. We're gonna do it for real. We'll do it for real. Think about it. Expecting your call.